Bonjour, 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 comment ça va? Je suis Cotalia Benson Manamados de la Livre Renaudou, de la Cour Imperial Manamados de la Livre. Bienvenue sur mon cher. Welcome to my channel. This is your October 27th sunrise readings. Oh my gosh, look what happened. I'm not having a stroke. The eyelash glue just took a mind of its own. Bless it on this Friday. Okay. So, anyways, Um, hello everybody. If you are new to this channel, hello, bienvenue, welcome. And if you are not new to the show, welcome. But most of all, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, leave a sweet, kind comment below, hit your notification or postification button, and please share the video. And here on IG, good morning, bienvenue, welcome. Comment vas-tu? Comment allez-vous? Oui. Please make sure that you tag someone below as we get into the sunrise readings. Yes, everything is quite well. Thank you so very much for asking. Oh, mercy, 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 everybody, on this Friday. Okay, so we have Jay in the house, Oasis in the house, the Dove Fly in the house, Velker in the house. We got Petta in the house. And Marquise in the house. Is the mute button off? No, it's not on. Okay, super. Gregory in the house. And Amanda in the house. Shay Mack in the house. Impressive Magic in the house. Hello, everybody. And then on IG, Astral Projection, are we, Nelly, this morning? Okay. In the house. Empress J is in the house. Um, Dr. T is in the house. Martez, is that what I'm seeing here? Is in the house? Um, yes, Joseph J is in the house. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Why did I put this sweater on? I'm hot. Why did I put the sweater on? Because it matched my complexion. So that's why. And so we suffer because nothing else I had was going to do what this is doing. So it's a quick go to. All right. Blessings, everybody. Beautiful, 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 beautiful day. It's a cute sweater. Thank you so very much. I greatly appreciate it. Christophe, bonjour. Welcome. Bienvenue. All right. So, a couple of things I want to mention very quickly is I'm not going to go long on this live today. I want to get in, get things done. I have a lot that I need to do. This is a very busy weekend. Um, and I really want to make sure that I stay on task. So we're just going to get things going. And part of that is hopefully completely uploading all of the links from the past boot camps, and the doll baby class will be done. Um, Again, everybody, I do want to just communicate that we we have made a transition with things, and so there's just some things on the back end, on the administrative side, that is still settling. Madam Asia is no longer with us because of the transition, and not a negative thing or whatever else, but the responsibilities and things that um, I needed of her um, pretty much was, I would say, coming second to a new avenue in life that she wanted to venture off into, um, which is the technical world and data things and whatnot and all of that jazz, if I'm not mistaken. And so my thing is, okay, I'm gonna support you, whatever, right? Um, so we have someone else new now that's doing those things, and we're still just getting things settled. I will tell you all, in the space of like transitioning from one space to another, for me, I know that it takes me about 6 solid months to be like on it. Um, it took me about 6 months to prepare for this move. It's probably gonna take me about six to get things settled and together. Like even right now, although things do look nice and well, and those things is not where yes, and so the things that I do have is pretty much remote working. That's what we're working on right now. So again, I do have someone that is working on that. Um and yes, and and we will talk more, Nelly. I see your response to that. Um we will speak more on that in person. I I've learned a lot over the years. I will just let people know I've owned businesses since the age of 15, literally since the age of 15. So a lot of people actually think I'm a lot older than what I am just because I have a certain level of maturity about me. Um, but also too, a lot of like of my students, when I owned my gymnasiums and cheerleading gyms and those things, I can be out and about like in a bar or something or in a lounge and like, oh my goodness, Co. And I'm like, yeah, like I was only maybe 5 years, maybe 6 years older than some of you. So it's not that uncommon, to be honest. And those things. So yeah, it's interesting. But nonetheless, what I was saying was I've learned a lot over the years. Um through my gymnasiums, the boutiques, photography businesses, and some things are still going on. I have a media company that we have, 100 Horse Entertainment, that does all of these things, the lights, the camera, the action of it all, as well as, like I said, creating the having the first Black metaphysical publication company, Country South Publications, learning things there, things that I will never do again. Um, and what I love about life is this: the lessons that I continue to learn are so impactful. So like for example, it's not, oh, the spiritual world is is my and spiritual elevation is my personal development, which that is the first podcast that's coming back on Spotify, saying that magic won't fix it, and knowing the difference between your personal development versus your spiritual journey. Two totally different things. But a lot of people think, oh, my spiritual journey, I'm going to manage my money better because I'm spiritual. No, my baby, you're not. You make and buy a money candle, that's not going to mean that you're a money manager. Oh, I can bring this man into my life with these herbs. Yes, but baby, that doesn't mean you're going to have a successful marriage because you don't know how to communicate. Okay. All of those things. And so, um, but what I love about with my particular life and what I've been learning here recently is just like how there are very interesting things that I have done, things that I have agreed to do, things that I have started and those things. And I've learned a lot, a lot. And I will tell you, I'm gonna just be very honest with you guys. Very, very honest. If I have met you in a spiritual space, it more than likely will not go any further than a spiritual relationship. Um, because what I come to find, and that is mentor student, which has always been a thing for me. Like that's 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 just has always been a thing. Even when I had my gyms, like you are my student. I will not talk to you about these particular things and so forth and so on. Point blank. Period. Um, this is not a personal. This is a professional thing, and unfortunately, because the spiritual world has become such a um business of it all, that it is also, yes, it's a spiritual relationship where I should be accessible as a mentor, as an advisor, but it is also my business, so there has to be that confidentiality, those boundaries, etc., so forth and so on. um and so Jay said, shut your mouth and talk some more. I learned that lesson with some money, and then you checked me, um, and I needed it. Yes. And so I've learned those things. I've also learned very much of the spaces of, you are an employee, you are not a friend. You are an employee, you are not a friend. And I see that too, just because even in the times that I've had employees, whether it's been my gyms, boutiques, whatever, um I absolutely have seen the the support comes with the paycheck. um Without a paycheck, there's no support, there's no sharing of the of the post, there's no liking of the post, there's no um there's none of that. So it's like, okay, all right, clear, all right, got it, beautiful. And it's a little bit difficult for me. Well, I would say maybe it's a lot difficult for me, to be honest, just because I didn't grow up that way. Growing up in a traditional spiritual society and community, Miss Margine was a friend and a client to my grandma. Um, Miss Tucker or Miss Boer or Miss Allen, um, Miss Jennings, so many people on S Street um, were also just friends. It was a true community. And now what I have come to realize is it's less of a community, and it's really more of just a business. And I don't like it. And it's difficult to operate because um we was having the conversation the other day in my household of just saying like how difficult it is, because when it comes to being loyal, I am loyal. Like I am that friend, I'm that truthful friend. Number one is gonna say, now look, you know you're going to jail, but I'm gonna get you out. I'm definitely gonna get you out. In fact, I'm gonna take you to your nonsense, but I'm gonna get you out of jail. Okay. And that's just but that's the kind of person I am. And so like for me, I don't care what it is. If you need it from me, if you got me as a friend, you got me forever. um and that is a real thing. However, what I've come to realize is it was never a friendship. It wasn't built on friendship. It was built on spiritual clout. Okay. It was built on Bria says, nothing how it used to be. People aren't real anymore. They really aren't. They're not genuine. It is very much, as I mentioned, performative. In fact, very, very performative. Um, and you know, and that's the thing, is that reality of, oh, you know, let me partner up and collaborate because it's Queen Cotalia. Um, or I can use that, oh, I was in the institute and I studied under Queen Cotalia. Um, or like I said, I've opened businesses, full apothecaries, multiple in Georgia. I've helped business start in other states. And I've given we're moving closer to you. And so the thing about it is you learn these things because, like I said, growing up as a spiritual royal, we have families to do any and everything for us, any and everything for us, but we in return do any and everything for them. That is why I'm such a big giver and why I struggle so much. Like, am I giving enough? Are they getting it? Are they listening? Like, I am. You are. I promise you. I am not like the rest of these individuals. If you do not leave from my space feeling empowered with truth and knowing in yourself, I am like, come back. Yes, you purchased a 10-minute consultation, but you're not getting it. We're gonna go ahead and take an hour and I will push my readings behind. Hey, look, I'm still on a call with this person. And that I've always been that way. I'm still that way. Um, it's unfortunate and disappointing. I know these things, but I need to stop expecting myself from others. Yes. And so it's a real thing. And so it is and again, the spiritual clout and also popularity. The popularity and capitalism, and a lot of people don't understand that those two things are very, very different. There's a whole lot of broke popular people. There's a whole lot of popular people in jail. They were successful at murdering people, great success, beautiful serial killers, unaliving, um, unsubscribing people left and right, very successful in their doings, but and they're popular, but they're broke or either locked up and they don't have the freedom. So a lot of people really, really don't I paid for 30 minutes and she gave me more than what I asked for. I appreciate you. I can see your kindness. Thank you so very much. And I dedicate all of that to my grandma and to my elders. And I'm grateful. I am like so grateful and humbled by my upbringing. Um, I feel like I've been bamboozled by people um who just see who see an opportunity, and that's the majority of it. I was on TikTok last night and I heard people, Pisces, da 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 da. Oh yes, Pisces. Oh yes, Aries, da da da. And I'm like, this is the same literally audio frequency I'm hearing across the same, like across multiple platforms from multiple um popular influencers and spiritual influencers. And it was in that moment last night I was gonna go, wow, I'm really look, I already knew we weren't cut from the same cloth to begin with, but then was seeing this like repeatedly. I'm like, oh, I'm really out here on this island. Queen, you give so much. It's priceless, especially in those classes and teachings I have. Thank you. Thank you so very much. And I was like, wow, okay. This is and again, I already knew these things, but I was when I tell you, it was the tone of voice. Pisces is loud, da 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 da, boom boom boom, pop, da 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 da. Yes, all right. Because and then like even I'm seeing like this 19, 20-year-old, 22-year-old individual talking about what I love. Okay, this is gonna sound shady, and I know it. I know it. um, but like it is what it is. Okay. The skill of card reading has become so basic, So basic. That is why you are the only that's why you of only two that I follow. Um I can feel your realness. Merci. Thank you so very much. So basic. Because now all the cars, instead of you understanding the imagery, instead of you understanding what is being shown here, um, you actually um, are just reading these oracle cards, and oracle cards are great. Okay, oracle cards are great. I'm not denying that. But what I'm seeing is most people don't even bother with actual tarot anymore, because it requires you to learn. It requires you to build a skill set. But if I have a card that says sadness, Pisces, there's sadness in your life. There's either sadness around your money, sadness around your relationship, sadness around your eyelashes, the sadness around your edges. There's just sadness, all kinds of sadness. Okay. Shenanigans. Okay, my Aries, there's shenanigans. There's shenanigans all around you. Either shenanigans in your relationship, shenanigans in your job, shenanigans in the bedroom, shenanigans in the boom boom room, whatever. And it's like, do you not really see how anybody can be loud? How they say wrong, strong, and wrong. But also you're not telling me nothing. You ain't saying a thing. You if all you are doing is going pulling a card that says an emotion or an expression, happy days. There are happy days today. There are happy days tomorrow. There are happy days coming. It's so general. So general. There's no skill built there. Yes, it really hurts when you realize someone who's supposed to be your friend only wants you as a benefit, especially if you are an introvert with only one or two friends in the first place. That does seem quite hard, Tasha. I'm 40 years old, and I can only take certain people, places, and things seriously. It's a sad thing, to be honest. Kirsten said I'm on the same boat. Sadness around the edges. Stay tuned. Queen Naja 777. Stay tuned. She asked, "Do I teach tarot?" You heard it here first. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Because that's the thing about it. I know tarot. I know traditional tarot. I know the history of tarot. I do not, and I have not, and I haven't read with tarot for a very particular reason. And we will get into that conversation later, but stay tuned. Um, them folks cannot read or divine, just pull cards. Just just loud. Yes, it's loud, it's wrong and strong, and it's entertaining most of all. And it's so sad because when you think about just our system in America, to be honest, please release the older days. We had that conversation the other day about possibly doing a very brief um releasing of some of the old cards. We'll see. But I need to introduce them to y'all first so that you can really know like what it is. Um Thank you. I'm going back to study the imagery and the symbolisms in the decks I use. I used to be a rider rate, but that deck got ruined with my coffee. Baby, sound like your coffee. Bless that. And I'm just saying, like, that was a huge I'm not going to get into it here because I know that that's what this morning is about. I will do a video really on divination as diviners, like reading tarot, reading imagery, understanding the culture, um those things. I helped a guy start up his business, funded him um, the money, and he refused to pay the full amount. And I paid for the ex-friend to get surgery and refused to pay me now, helping them mess me up with buying my home. You have to um impressive magic. Wait, I just got paid. Make it rain. Energy. All right. Um, when I was divining, Queen, my ancestors showed me another way that I had no idea about. Yes. And so like um there's remember that the commercial, the advertised entertainment only, small print at the bottom of, yes. And that's really what things are right now. Like there's a lot of entertainment and it is fine. It's fine. But it goes into the conversation of understanding your platform or your viewers, your followers are truly for you. Those that are there are truly for you. And let me just have that conversation in general. Let's go beyond. Let's go beyond reading. Let's go beyond the spiritual realm and those things. In your life, I'm going to just put it to you this way. And this is going to make some people get in their feelings, but I don't care because it's the truth. And like I said, I am bedraggled, bamboozled, and RuPauled that truth is the enemy and villain of today. That truth is the bully of it all. No, truth exposes those that are lying, and that's a problem. Mercy, thank you so very much, Purple Pixie, for your sticker, your super chatter sticker here. I greatly appreciate it. But let me tell you all something. A lot of you struggle and fight in your lives because you're too busy trying to be um how do I say this? Um, the people you want to receive you were not designed to receive you. Let me say that again. And I want y'all to really let it resonate. A lot of you don't understand your own value, your own worth, your own light, your own ability, your own freedom, your own movement, who you are, and the worth of that because you're too busy feeling that you are not being seen by people that were not designed that weren't designed to receive you. You are not you were so busy worried about because people don't see you that were not designed to receive you. They were not designed to be blessed by what you have. Okay. They were not designed to be blessed with what you have, what you carry, what you can provide, what you can give, what you can sow into their lives. And the issue is you see more value in them validating a gift, a light, a talent, an effort, an anointing, an ability that they didn't even give you to believe to begin with. So how can you validate something you did not give me? How can you validate something that you did not give me? Hmm? Think about that. You spend your energy, your time, and your effort. I need to be acknowledged by you so you can see how great I am. Baby, if they don't see it and they don't acknowledge it, they will not appreciate you, less long it. So they're not going to give you the gratitude that you deserve and worthy of having. Queen, why am I not married yet? They don't see you valuable enough to be married to. You've been with this person X amount of years. You know what? You may want to put that good effort in the right place because you may be putting the good effort in the wrong place because you're trying to make sure this man, this woman, or them to see you. Baby, if you don't, I promise somebody else does. I guarantee you that. I promise you that. Okay? You all are trying to sit at these tables where they're not acknowledging you. So they won't appreciate you. You busting your tail 30, 40 years in a space and you can't even see the return on your investment. Why? Because they don't see the value in what you do. And now let me elevate that. Let me one up that. Those that do see you, that see your light, that see your ability, that see your talent and your anointing, but don't give you the credit is because they don't see their own light. They don't see themselves. And so you know what? I'd be damned to glorify, magnify, or acknowledge you so you can feel better about yourself. No, you think you this, you think you that, you think you got it. So I'm just not going to. So better yet, yes, I'm boss, and I know that you carry a skill set larger than what I do. But instead of me working with you so that we can all elevate, I want to give better opportunities to the person that knows less. Why? To make you feel worse. Why? Because I don't know my worth. Yes, it's that thing. And so, um, and then we can go even farther than that. Then it becomes, I see you, I see your ability, I see your talents, I see your anointing, I see your resources, I see your opportunity. Let me latch on so I can put my fingers and my claws and my seeds in these spaces. Again, I'm not here to help you or assist you. I'm here to assist and benefit me, baby. You're a parasite. You're a whole parasite. And sometimes in your journeys, and I know with me, especially in this in the metaphysical business of it all, it flip flopping ass witch, right? Um, like honestly, you see people, they come in with true, genuine practice and desires and intentions, and the moment they feel, see, or taste what they think success is, everything's out the window. And so then it becomes, who can I latch on to? I'm gonna just be honest. There are people that you all know that I have assisted, and they have given me a pre they have quoted, and I have screenshots of them saying, thank you for helping me with my business, and thank you, our business couldn't have launched without you, and all of those things. Slammed a number of individuals in their community that's exploiting and appropriating their own culture, or lying about it, stealing from them. And then, because they see what they think is more success, let me, no, no, I don't like this or whatever else, queen, whatever. And now you're latching on to the same people you slammed, that you drug, that you said was dishonorable in your community, just for you to have that spiritual clout and what you think is success. Baby, I promise you, popularity don't pay bills. Like, there's a lot of popular broke criminals. You find a lot of these people that you all love so very much, that are very popular, they're not living how you think they're living. I promise you that. It's the ones you don't hear about that's got it good. Just things. But I want to go ahead and get into these readings. We're going to start with those water signs. Do we have any water signs in the chat today? Oh, so y'all want me to talk like this and be loud so we get some more people watching? Make sure those thumbs are up. Make sure you make those thumbs up, please. Please make sure that those thumbs are up. Make sure you subscribe. Please make sure that you're following me, blah, 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 and all of those things. Yes, make sure that you tag somebody below. All right, let's get this going this morning. Let's get this going this morning. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go. Absolutely not. I probably burn a lot of calories like that, though. I probably could burn a lot of that 10-second rendition of these shenanigans really broke a brow sweat. I feel it right there. Right in one there too. Be loud. All right. Don't need one card today. You're so welcome. All right. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Water signs. Du, ta, kat, sank, sis, sant. Water signs. Le Khab. Little cancers. Le Khab. Le Khab. This is the Seven of Hearts. The Seven of Hearts communicates. We got to do something about these lights. This is not, and the thing about, I have these cards made specifically so that they, like, you should not have. I don't know if I need to be closer or what, but I don't. The card is too beautiful not to be seen by this light. And again, these lights need to be. My lighting guy keeps putting these lights too close to behind this monitor. I think they need to be back. I may have to just turn them off altogether. Seriously. Anyways, water signs. Um, Today, do not be in your feelings. Don't be in that water. Do not be in that water today. My water signs. Don't be in the water today. Don't allow yourselves to be overly emotional. Don't allow yourself to be in that particular space. Um, this is a card that definitely communicates to maneuver with humility. And I always communicate that the way that you do this is to um, take yourself out of the equation. If you are approached by somebody who is talking to you at the side of their neck, before you adjust their neck, um, you need to say, what are they? First, understand whatever this is has nothing to do with me, because you would respond to me differently if it did. One, but two, what is this person going through? The reason they are reacting this way is how you should first respond. If you go into a space and it's very aggressive or very um melancholy, sad, and you're like, ooh, I don't really know what this is. Again, it's not you, but ask yourself, what has happened in this space that has made these individuals respond or react to this capacity? Um, and so you want to You want to make sure that you are not responding out of pride, ego, or high emotion. And high emotion isn't always aggressive emotion. Emotion, um, responding with a lot of sadness and just a lot of misery is a heavy emotion. Maybe that should be the new term. Do not respond with heavy emotion because that heaviness can be high. Because some people be, I mean, they be on it, and it be a bit, it's a bit much for me. Okay, and then there are those that have that um, heavier emotion of sadness or melancholy, etc. That is equally. So no flipping tables today unless warranted. Like I said, I didn't say don't flip tables. What I'm saying is before you flip the table, ask what first and foremost acknowledge it has nothing to do with me. And secondly, what has happened to them? Take yourself out of the equation. D'accord? Super, voilà. Fire signs. Fire signs. Le chat, le chien. The three of baby. I don't like this light. I don't like this light. I don't. It bothers me. It truly bothers me. Every time I pull up a card. Yeah, Queen, I need this. Thanks, Queen. Someone was in my car again last night. So I've been hot since 7:03 this morning. I'm 100% I'm 100% knowing I honestly don't know. I'm 100% knowing I honestly don't know where I'll be if we never met. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna like I cannot keep holding up these cards. I don't like it. I genuinely don't like it. I'm gonna have to figure that out because I this way, this way is the problem. It's this one. It's this one. Because they're two separate colors. So I think when the lighting is flat, as they like to say here, that it's a little bit better. I need to see if I can make these matte. I need to see if I can make these matte. So fire signs, what we see today is there's going to be disagreement. Okay, there's going to be disagreement. There's going to be um. It looks fine on my phone. On my computer, it has a little bit of a glare, but not too bad. But it bothers the hell out of me. It looks like um Fire, Moon, and Rising, somebody is clearly gonna attempt BS today. So there's definitely going to be a space of so to my fire signs. There's definitely going to be a space and or event of to some disagreement, opposition, or whatever. The goal here, because the thing about it is people like to go again. My TikTokers, there's gonna be arguments today. There's disagreements today. There's gonna be disagreements today. There's disagreement in your life, disagreement in your hairline, there's disagreement with your mouth, whatever. Disagreement. There's disagreements today. So just prepare for disagreements. Well, just telling me that there's disagreements doesn't help me. Okay. Um, but what does help me is a solution. Can you provide a solution? Right. Um, and the solution to these disagreements is understanding. If you can find understanding, d'accord? Um, tu as besoin de comprendre, de comprendre, de comprendre. Je ne sais pas. Je ne sais pas. Hmm. Me anyways, so this means that we need to find understanding. So you have to have the will. You have to have the will to find understanding. Or you can just say, all right, we can agree to disagree and whatever. But if you are looking for peace in your day, you must have the desire to understand the situation so that you um, can move forward and all of those things. So there's that. And so just for me right now, as I'm thinking about my day, and what I guess the things about it, I think the thing about it is for me, as I move in my day, um, so first and foremost, when I'm thinking about water signs, I do have a water placement. So I don't need to be in my emotions, number one. Numero deux, I need to make sure that I understand. So it's adding up to me, is adding up very well to me. So for me, and I'm just really trying to make sure I'm understanding myself. My water placement says don't be overly emotional, don't be in my feelings. Understood. Got it. My fire placement is telling me to find understanding. That aligns with each other. That's why I tell you all, don't just do the oh, this is my sun sign or just my rise. No, you need to figure out how all of these, because all of these things you carry every day. So you need to know how it works, how it presents itself each day for you and to everyone that you're going to become in contact with. So finding understanding and the will to find understanding. So now again, you can agree to disagree. You don't have to find understanding. You may not want to understand. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't want to, I don't care to understand. No, I woke up this morning and I chose violence. In fact, you could be that person and that's fine, but just understand that that's not going to, it may cause more resistance in your movement today. Yeah, because I'm a water sign rising and I was crying in the Dollar Tree this morning because I felt so frustrated. I was looking good and crazy. Looks can be deceiving. So just go with that. All right. Earth signs. Earth signs. Earth signs. You have. Lord, my little mic over here done fell over. Sorry. Earth signs. We have the Three of Hearts, which communicates that today there is one large issue that is really getting in the way of, pardon, of your desire, what your heart desire, what you want to do, what you need to get done. And so the goal here is identify what that thing is, what that person is, um, and all of those things, and remove that. Queen, how could that look outside of a person? Because a lot of people are very one-dimensional and think it's a person, and it's not always a person. Well, Queen, is it a spiritual thing? No, not always. So, for example, with me, as I also have a Earth placement, um, I absolutely would say time management, prioritizing, which would go back to time and organization. So I'm gonna say my time management really, that is my biggest issue right now. And also rest, making sure I'm getting enough rest, because the thing about it is I feel that my schedule is gives me the opportunity, but I'm often so busy and worn out that it takes me longer and just push things behind and behind and behind. Um, so again, I'm just trying to think to myself, and I want you all to please, 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 if I may, could we begin to like write these cards down and put them in your and like sit them in your car or hang them up somewhere because it needs to be with you all day so that you know how to respond appropriately. Because I don't want you just to hear these things and in 20, 30 minutes you're in a situation and you forget it or you don't even um think about this hour that you spent with me already and and really knowing how to respond to the day. You know, like what are you really here for? What are you really here for? Like, are you taking these things and I don't want you to be like, oh yeah, I feel that today. No, it's about applying it today. Bonjour, Elaine. How are you? Are you still in your on your trip? So you all listen here. Elaine Bryant here. I don't know if y'all listened to my I don't know if it was on the podcast the other day or in the coven, in the virtual coven, but I spoke on the bed and breakfast that was absolutely amazing in Denver, Colorado. This is the owner of that bed and breakfast. I literally get chills thinking about being in this space. It is one of the most, first and foremost, Elaine and her sisters, her family are truly magical. Um, like, and again, when you all know with me, if I say you're magical, you're coming with some punch. You got some shade, some true magic. This family has that. In fact, Elaine's sister, Kathy, was the first person I ever bought a crystal from or pendulum. And that is because I recognize that what she had and how she cultivated her her items were not this very generic, oh, let me make these pretty stones together. No, every crystal, every gemstone, every um even the findings and the chains were all deliberately cultivated to amplify the next gem. So when you carry her pendulums, necklaces, jewelry, it is unlike anything. And the first gem that I had was a blue tiger's eye, which I still have. And honestly, the only crystals that I own are specifically from um Kathy, and that is M- Moons on the Sea, I believe it is. Elaine, if you could, or is it Sisters Moon on the Sea, or is it Moons on the Sea pendulums, perhaps? I can't quite remember. We haven't spoken in such a long time, Kathy and I. Um, but those are the ones that I have. If you have any of the spell collection pendulums, that's where they're from. And that will be the only individual I will ever get crystal jewelry from um to that capacity, to be honest. Um but yes, the lumber baron um is in Denver, Colorado. Check it out if you want to have an amazing stay and a magical experience. Crystal says, you must know I need to remember these things and not choose violence. Yes, 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 yes. I love my pendulum from your shop. Well, oh yes. No. If you got a spell collection pendulum, neck pendulum, or any of those things from the spell collection, that's the curator that you have received that from. Um and she's the only one that I trust when it comes to that. I mean, and there are other people that I know that know about things, but from my personal experience, in fact, her and there's another group in Georgia. Um, and I can't remember the name of their shop, but they're two very beautiful people of color. That I actually had at the Conjure Fest to teach a crystal class. Um, and they're very knowledgeable, very, very sound in their things as well. Um, will you say the name of the B&B one more time? Yes, it's the Lumber Baron. I think some people say Byron, Lumber Baron, Baron, Lumber Byron or Baron, depending on your dialect or accent. And they have incredible events, um, and a variety of things. Do you mind sharing the name of the place in Georgia? I have to, um okay, I'm gonna just be honest with you, Apollonia. They're very knowledgeable when it comes to crystals, but they support a lot of individuals that are with the BS, and I won't promote that. And again, I know my responsibility with my platform, and for those of you that trust me, um these people are very knowledgeable with she's a doula, she's a midwife, very knowledgeable with crystals, very efficient in those things. Business is very, it looks great, it's very well organized, but I know for a fact that they support a lot of these um forums and pages that's talking nonsense and inaccuracies surrounding um surrounding um traditional African spirituality. And so I'm just giving you my thing. Now I haven't purchased things from them. They were the second people, in fact, and I bought one tiger's eye piece from them. That was the second company, but again, I know what they know. So yes, well, cross that out. It's okay. If the other young woman share her sister's site, if any, I will share it. I will share it, and I will actually reach out to just make sure that um that's the, and y'all, that's what Conjure South started as in my magazine. Will y'all give me a brief second? One moment. If y'all can give me a brief second. See, this is why time management out the window. One moment, please. Give me a brief moment. I'm going to show you. All right. So I had to go over to the second unit. So Conjure South actually started as a magazine. Conjure South actually started as a magazine. And one of the things that I did was, and one of the things, the reason why I created Conjure South at that time was because I created a directory of people that I had crossed, or not crossed, like crossed up, but I had crossed paths with that were initially authentic individuals, some of them. And so I had a directory here in the back, workers and workings continued. So I literally gave you their state from Georgia to Michigan, Maine, Ohio, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Virginia, Alabama. And it was like, so for example, you have Alabama Queen Comedos at the time. This was 2018, so I was not, well, just as the Hoodoo Queen, just as Comedos. At this time, I was not queen at this time. Okay. Website, products, Lady Test, California, just a variety of individuals that were very, this seemed authentic, but again, time showed. But there were here's like the first, this is the second Conjure Fat. The second Conjure Fat class photo. Y'all know we do the class photo every, this is the second one. I think this was the second one. I remember, I just oh my goodness. Ooh, Queen, who do you have here in Virginia? Nobody. Um, not anymore. Who was in Virginia? Oh, no. Her name was, I believe sometimes she's in here, but she does bonjour, bonjour. Um in Michigan, who's in Michigan? Again, so some of these people, the majority of these people, I do not communicate with anymore because I have seen or recognized their the scamming ways. Um or sometimes it's not even their scamming ways, but it is the support of scammers. We need an update like Lovecraft Country. But yeah, so I used to do full things on powders and dirts, and I did all of the photography, or I had set up. So for example, when everybody, I want y'all to, like I said, do your research here, okay? Here's one of the apothecaries I helped open and began to build a relationship. I did one cleansing ritual for her, and she literally turned right around, I think a month later, and started doing the rituals for other people. Baby, you don't know what I used and how to do what I did, but these people have had murders at their shop, through scamming people, and honestly, hold on, murder, killing. I need to unaliving, unsubscribing. I need to identify justified unaliving people, what that is called. Um, but anyways, Lady Tess of Melanated Mystics, Southern Sounds. But what I want to show you is, oh, I don't know if I have, it should be in here. But so, anyways, you see this artwork here? My cousin, Lynthia Edwards, was the first person that made the hoodoo tarot that I created like 7 or 8 years ago, way before these other ones came out. Way before these other ones came out. This was the start. It was the card casting for summer 2018. So there's just a variety of things, and I really enjoyed this. But this definitely was a execution. Ah, that's the word. Oh my gosh. Her. Oh, no. Lynthia, baby. I need to. She's here on YouTube. I mean, on IG. She has literally. I even had Italian conjure in here for people. I had Italian, Celtic. I was supporting all the communities. All the communities. Italian, Ifa, um, just crystal magic, all kinds of things. But Lynthia is a world-renowned artist. She's my cousin. She her artwork is in multiple state buildings here across the US. Um she has done these things this artwork of like Rosa Parks and some other civil rights activists that are that have been done on quilts and that are in some very amazing places. Um was it I think it's called justice or just public service. I like that. Justice. Okay. Um I love art, but black art is definitely Lynthia is my retribution. I love it. Lynthia is my most favorite artist ever. Ever, ever, ever. Um she was my first loctician in high school. Introduced me to a lot of things. She said a lot of things that really solidified and imprinted in who I am today. Um, in my independence. Um, but she had this art piece. It was a multimedia art piece of this black man, but he was all blue, like different shades of paint blue, if you will. Dark blue, light blues, turquoise, whites. It looks like the night sky, to be honest. But then there were shards of like rusted nails in glass. Oh my goodness. It was that moment that I started painting. And it changed my life. That she is someone that definitely you can accredit to a part of the confidence of who I am and truly being that. So yeah, I mean, because that's the thing about it. I know a lot of people probably believe like I'm just want to support the black conjurers and only hoodoo, but no. If you are a student of mine, you know I tell you very quick, you got to honor all of yourself, but also it's important to be able to create spaces and places where people can connect to themselves when they're in your space, no matter who they are. That is so important. Anyways, let me get back to um is your cousin or family member still living who can see but oh no, Papa Henri? No, Papa Henri, he transitioned in the early 1900s. This was my great grandma Alexi Mados, porque her papa. Are you familiar with I'm not familiar with them. I can do some research. And these are my words. When people ask me about places and spaces and things, and I say, just make sure you do your research. That is my code phrase for girl. Look, don't do it. I'll do some research. I will look into them and see who they are or either what they're talking about. But again, a lot of you, if you listen to me and you then start listening to other people, you will know if they know their stuff or not. It's undeniable. Earth signs. Let me get to my earth signs. Earth signs, we get the card for the earth placement that I have to um to again there are things that you need to separate in your day that's keeping you from what you desire. Point blank, period. Identify what that is, who that is, why that is, where that is. Remove that, and that will give you your ability to have what you desire. Last sign here, which is air signs. Nous avons la sonde angélique. You get the Seven of Diamonds, which says your petitions and your prayers, in fact, will be answered. But the issue here is, can you receive your blessings? Can you receive your blessings unconditionally? I encourage you to receive your blessings unconditionally. Nelly says, I knew it. You speak it, it probably gonna happen, baby. Just like the other day, you was like, y'all come up with the shenanigans, and you did. Said we up when we up. Um, so that's the thing. The best card of the deck, someone says, possibly, but this says that your petitions, your prayers will in fact be answered. But the issue is here is not the fact that your prayers are answered. The issue here is, can you receive goodness in your life without condition? Can you receive goodness and experience goodness and enjoy goodness and bliss without thinking or projecting the other shoe to drop? Experience it, enjoy it, cover yourself with it, love in it. Okay? And when something happens, then it happens. And it may have nothing to do with this, but understand it. Yes, in order for there to be harmony, there is an up and there is a down, which creates a harmonious space. It's not the other shoe dropping. And even if the other shoe does drop, it is to bring harmony to those spaces. Okay. Everyone, listen, I thank you so very much for being here today. I hope this has been a blessing to you. I thank you all so very much. Oh my gosh. Y'all be blessed. I will see y'all later. I got a day ahead and I'm already 21 minutes behind. Merci beaucoup et bonne journée. Merci. What am I doing? What am I using here? Okay. In stream.